Right now at Worldwide BDC, when it comes to the outbounds that we're doing for service customers, in some stores, we make upwards to 1,000 phone calls. And it's like, where are you getting this data from? Where are you getting this information? Well, what we do is we connect directly with your CRM systems, Xtimes, MyKarma, and we're able to extract that data, call the customers efficiently, get them on the phones, and actually bring them in. And I think one of the leading problems that we have in the service department, number one, is I don't think that we put enough emphasis on outbound phone calls. But at Worldwide BDC, we've been able to maximize the outbound efforts. One thing that we do use is the CRM system. Xtime, MyKarma have really good special marketing tools that people are just not privy to. There's a marketing tab where you can email blast specific customers. Even with Nissan, you're able to build your own custom campaigns within the service CRM and email, phone call, send direct mail to customers. So we've just been able to utilize all these different pieces within Worldwide BDC to create more customers, more ROs, more warranties that come into the service drive. If you ask us, we can turn stores from doing 50 ROs a day to 100 ROs a day just within 90 days by the outbound effects that we do, the marketing strategies, the marketing videos that we do, which creates that urgency to the customer, seeing all the social platforms, seeing you on emails, seeing you in text message. These customers have to come to the front door or at least see what's going on.
Again, like Jason said, we've been able to make 1,000+ phone calls daily to every one of our stores. What this entails is email blasts, text blast, as well as phone blasts, right? So essentially what we do is we grab the information straight from your tool, whatever it is, Xtime, MyKarma, both beautiful tools, right? We're able to extract the customer information so that we know exactly who to target and how to target to them. We create some really cool creatives with our creative team. We make sure that we blast those out on a cadence. We're able to make those outbound phone calls to double the amount of work that you're getting in your service drive on a monthly basis.
Right now, Lauren has been able to tap into the AI when it comes to the service drives. And I know a lot of people out there, especially me, was extremely nervous about how AI could come into the automotive space and maybe hurt. But the only thing it has done is amplified the amount of customers we're able to reach. So right now, if you have Matador, Impel, or any of these third-party AI tools, what we're able to do is use those to text and email more frequently to the customers, engaging the customers and giving them a reason to respond. Once we do that, we're able to call them, text them back, email them, however they want to communicate, and we're able to effectively bring them back into our service department.
AI has been a fantastic tool here in our service department. It makes sure that we contact the correct customer with the correct promotions, right? You upload the promotion into the AI tool and it quickly responds to the customer, which helps set the appointment.
Lauren really has all the tools to make an outside BDC work for your store. There's a process that we have internally here at Worldwide BDC that really helps your store function and be efficient. And a lot of the times you think that, hey, because you're an outside BDC, there's no possible way that you could be so in tuned or so like feeling that we're together and it's like a family thing. But Lauren has been able to cultivate that, bring it into like a marriage, if you will, where the outside BDC and the service team kind of coexist. Lauren, can you tell me a little bit about some of the processes that you've built around the engagement between our team and the team over at a dealership?
We make sure that we pick up your phone calls within 15 to 30 seconds. I like to say 30 is high. We like to strive for that 15-second pickup time. One of our agents answers. They answer as if they are picking up from your store. So, thank you for calling Nissan of, dealership name. And from there, what we do is if we find that it's an opportunity to schedule an appointment based off of guidelines that we follow, we will book that appointment for you. Now, let's say the customer is adamant about speaking to their service advisor, or maybe they just want to know the status of their car. We actually reach out to the advisor. We know that CSI scores tend to stay up high when a customer is always able to reach their advisor. So that's essentially what we do try to cultivate here with this process, right? So let's say the customer wants to speak to an advisor. We will transfer the call straight to the advisor. Now, let's say the advisor's busy, they're in the drive, they're busy upselling service, right? We kindly go back to the customer after one attempt of calling the advisor. We just alert them quickly. Hey, Mr. Customer, we're so sorry. It looks like your advisor is currently tied up at the moment. However, as soon as they're available, they're going to give you a quick call back. What's the best info for us to give you a quick call back? So we actually found a really cool tool where we create a chatting system within my team and the advisor. So what we do is we send a follow-up chat, is what we like to call it. Follow-up chat with customer information, first and last name, VIN number, email, and the best number to give the customer a call at, along with a brief description of what the customer wants, whether it be a status update or maybe it's a price that they want to get. What we do here is we leave the ball in the advisor's court for about 30 minutes. After that time, let's say the advisor does not call the customer back within that time frame. Again, we know how Mondays can be. We know how Tuesdays can be. We don't expect the advisor to get right back to the customer, so we kind of put a bandage on that. And what we do is we call the customer back within a 30 to an hour frame, I would say, just to give them a heads up. Hey, we are working on your situation. It's very important for us that you get this information so that we can get you scheduled in, right? Either one, we expect an advisor to either drop the information in the chat for us. Let's say the car's ready. Hey, you can let the customer know that the vehicle is ready for us. What we'll do is we'll actually call the customer back. We will inform them that the vehicle is ready. And all in all, that saves the advisor 5-10 minutes of a casual phone call with the customer, right? Or there's a couple of stores that prefer that their advisors handle this. So we'll just drop the customer's information in the chat and the advisor will simply give the customer a phone call as soon as they're available.
I know that you have a special team that handles these specific chats, because here's the deal.
Right.
Just because you put the information out there doesn't mean you're getting a response. The service guys are writers, they're busy, they're
Absolutely
upselling, and that's what they should be doing. So Lauren, how are you able to really get these service advisors interested enough to comment back, interested enough to look at these chats? Like, where's the accountability? How do you guys do that?
When we do set up these chats, we make sure to include either a fixed op director, a manager would be perfect. They kind of oversee what's going on in the chat. But to make it engaging for the advisors, we make sure to let them know that we're a team, we're in it. My agents actually familiarize themselves with the advisors. They say, good morning, hey Henry, good morning, happy Thursday. I'd like to say that we become part of your family once you onboard us, right? So as soon as we start servicing, we like to get familiar with your customer base and your advisors. We'll let them know every single morning. We ask, what's the attendance? Who's in today? How can we help you guys today? Is your service drive too full? Do we have to hold back at some point? How can we assist you guys today?
Yeah, and here's the deal. Morale is so big when it comes to an outside BDC and an inside a dealership. The most important thing is we want to build a team structure.
Right.
What Lauren's been able to do over these past 5 years is build out a bulletproof process that holds not only us accountable, but the service advisors accountable, because the service directors are in these chats, making sure that they have to comment back. They have to follow up with their customers. So what ends up happening is we build a process that, if followed, is successful and works. So Lauren, I know in some stores specifically, you're calling 500 people, 1,000 people, plus you're texting, plus you're emailing. Tell me a little bit about the process you've built out through the outbounds.
Yeah, absolutely. For outbounds, like Jason said, we definitely were able to handle 1,000+ phone calls for most of our stores daily. Now, what we do here is we schedule monthly meetings with the service managers where we discuss the promotions that they have set for the month that we're in, right? So let's say there's an X amount of promotions there. We set up a monthly meeting where we talk about these promotions and how the advisor or the manager wants to use them, right? So we call it the workflow. Essentially what we do is we kind of map out exactly which promotions are going to be handed out to customers via email, text, as well as a phone call on a weekly basis. So we have a weekly calendar where we schedule out how many outbounds we're going to be making on phone call, text, and email. And we also go ahead and we map out the cadence as well as the verbiage that's being used. Now, we do not send anything out without your approval, right? Very, very important that we get approval from you before we do send these outbounds out. Now, I've found that the key to sending out text blasts as well as email blasts has been AI recently. Definitely.
So talk to them a little bit about what you mean by the AI process. Like, Is there one shoe fits all? Is there different sizes? Is there different ways to use it? Give us information on that.
Yeah, I'd like to highlight text blasts. Is we grab a list from service managers, whether it be dealer retention, whether it be SOP lists, or maybe it's a a campaign for all missed appointments for a month. It allows us to send out a mass text blast to all of these customers. I love it when dealerships allow us to send out our own text blast through Matador. I'd like to highlight this. The more access you give us, the better we can serve you, right? Essentially what this means is we don't have to wait for you to send us lists. We don't have to wait for you to blast out text messages. Let us do the work. Let us upload the list. Let us send out the text blasts. The way we have the responses set up right now, we currently have a 3-minute delay in AI. So we like to be the first people on top of the text messages. We like to be the first response. Now let's say after 3 minutes, which it is not often, but let's say after 3 minutes, our agents do not reach out. What happens is AI jumps in and responds to the customer, right? I'd like to say that AI is just a helping tool, but it also helps us outreach to a high number of customers. If this were on manpower alone, we'd only be able to reach about 200 max customers. But I'd like to say with AI, we've noticed the difference. We've been able to hit numbers like 1,000 to 5,000 phone calls a day.
Yeah, so dealers, if you're out there and you're struggling with getting more service customers, you're struggling with trying to see how you can get to the next level, Lauren has built out a way that you can do that. One, if you have an AI product, we can use it to maximize a service department by texting SOPs, campaigns, whatever it is that you guys have, special recalls, whatever, whoever, however, we want to put that information into whatever AI platform that you're using, or you can use your Xtime, your MyKarma, that you're able to send these texts and emails blasts to. But here's the good part. Not only when you keep doing these outreach, not only when you keep sending these emails, you're sending these text messages, you're staying in front of these customers, what ends up happening is that you start to receive more inbound phone calls. You start to receive more people interested in what you're selling them. And what ends up happening is yes, you're sending out a massive amount of text messages, you're sending a massive amount of emails. But in return, what happens is, Lauren, is that we've seen over time, is that we're getting a lot more inbounds. I know there's stores out there that we have done, I can't say the names, but like a tropical store that we have, that they started off with 1,100 ROs and now they're sitting at 1,800 ROs in 60 days. And the reason for that is that we just made 1,000 outbound phone calls. We're using the Matador, the Impel, to create more engagements to the customers, sending out text blasts, sending out emails. And what that's really has done is just let us engage with the customer base more. So if you're out there and you want more information on how we can help you serve your service drive, don't just settle with looking at your ROs and just trying to see if you can get inbounds. Why not take it to the next level? If you have any of these systems, MyKarma, Impel, Xtime, Matador, we want to be able to serve you at the highest level by maximizing the tools that you already have in your store.